Greetings, my lords and my ladies. Are you enjoying yourselves?
Yeah!
I haven't been invited to a feast this grand since King Robert last visited Winterfell all those years ago. What sort of meat is that? You're not Fens, are you? You must be celebrating the victory of a great war. The union between two great houses. Now, I remember. This is a tournament of sorts, am I right?
Right.
An epic battle will be fought here. Every man for himself, more or less. Until only one is left standing. Well, let's get on with it, shall we?
Not that kind of tournament. Cut his head off.
It's not that kind of tournament.
No. It's fantasy.
Apologies, this kingdom is very strange. Warm, but strange. How's the ale?
The finest from Dorne.
Do you mind if I have a sip?
Oh! Bloody hell, what in seven houses is that? Don't piss!
Now some of you may not know who I am. Not only do you bring great dishonor upon your houses, you're missing out on the greatest television drama of all time. Rather than witness the most epic piece of storytelling the Seven Kingdoms has ever seen, you choose to watch low-born television like Gotham or Arrow or The Flash. As they say on this side of the world, you're playing yourself. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I've been called many things over the years. Most know me as the Bastard of Winterfell. I was excited to visit this kingdom. I hear there is a house occupied entirely of bastards. But they were defeated and are now extinct. They say all that remains of House Bastard is an old man who spends his days drinking cheap ale and listening to old school music. I've also been called traitor. I saw to that. Lord Commander, King Crow, King in the North, and my personal favorite, the White Wolf. But you can all call me John. I come before you today as a testament of good faith to Lord Bob of House Psycho, Warden of the Road Acacia, and Commissioner of the Maniacs League. I've been looking forward to meeting you all in person, get the measure of you, but I must admit I'm disappointed. I've seen more honorable men get rejected by the Night's Watch. And you, sir, are you a Dothraki savage? What are you doing on this side of the world? Shouldn't you be on a boat, sailing towards Westeros? Aye, but looks can be deceptive. Legend of the Maniacs League has traveled across all 7 kingdoms. Lord Berju, the way that people talk about you, you're the greatest regular season warrior that ever lived. Playoffs are a different story. Lord Drew, they say House Money will do whatever it takes to win. Even if that means conspiring with the enemy in dishonorable trade practice. Lord Scott of House Swish, the self-proclaimed Wire God. They say you can pull a beggar off the street and squeeze 10 points from him. It's unfortunate you didn't need 10 points in the championship. You needed 11. I've never heard an ill word spoken of Lord Salvador. Noble and honorable is what they say of House Buckets. My father would have liked you. The same cannot be said of Lord Toby, of house slaughter. I've heard comparisons to Karl Malone for all the wrong reasons. Lord Charles, I understand your house is rather new. I'll admit I haven't heard much about you other than that you lose a lot. Lord Angel, I haven't heard much about your competence as a fantasy warrior either, but I hear your voice is more terrifying than that of a White Walker. Amongst all these fascinating stories I've heard, my favorite has to be the legend of the fumble recovered by the offensive lineman, which sealed the championship for your current champion. Do we have a clip?
2nd and 4, Todd Gurley will break through. Gurley, high hurdling and loses the football. It's still rolling around.
Fascinating.
And Tim Barnes again falls on the football.
He may have been out of bounds, but if the ball was out of bounds,
The ball was rolling around free for anyone to grab it.
Kenny Britt looks like he's hurt.
Todd Gurley is amazing. Special player. Earl Thomas, one of the best players in the league. Whips, nothing. But Deshaun Shedd comes in, knocks that ball out. Tim Barnes is there to recover.
Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much.
Fascinating game, this football. I've also heard rumors of romance between two lovers whose affection and adoration for each other prevents them from commanding their own forces. They say this alliance provides some sort of military advantage. But after failing to reach the playoffs for the first time in 5 years, I wonder what they have to say now. Some alliances aren't meant to last forever, but their loyalty for each other is very sweet. It warms my heart. I too once loved a ginger. Though she wasn't as sophisticated as Lady Joey, she was certainly tougher. Now, but I didn't ride thousands of miles to speak to you about love. You see, like all of you here today, I understand exactly what it's like to be cut down dead. And more importantly, to have it done to you by your own men. Lord Toby, were you expecting Sir LaShawn McCoy to have the worst season of his career when you drafted him? No, but he stabbed you in the belly anyway. 3 bloody touchdowns. Lady Zach and Lady Joey. Sir Carlos Hyde had a great, brilliant season opener last season. 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. You were probably thinking, here comes championship number 4. They might as well give us the gold now. Little did you know he would play a part in slitting your bloody throats. Your friends and your family will say, don't worry, mate, there's always next year. Ask Lord Randy about next year. Let's see if you'll be eager to return next year after finishing dead last. Take it from me, there are some things you just don't come back from. Some will say that the game is more enjoyable to watch without fantasy. You don't have to be in constant dread or fear. Some will even say you don't have to watch the games at all. There are other things to do in the autumn season. Like what? Watch the World Series? Halloween? Tell me what respectable person dresses up and pretends to be somebody else. I've been to the other side, and I could tell you what's there. Nothing. Darkness. So I implore you to take advantage of this new life, this second chance you've been granted. It might be your last. It could be you marching in the army of the dead alongside Lord Randy. But you're here, feasting and drinking. The Dothraki say there are 2 great pleasures in life. defeating a man in battle, and making love to a beautiful woman. It's clear you only have one of those options here. I'll leave you with this. No matter what you do, never give up hope. I know it sounds corny, and I know they say I know nothing. But when you're down 50 points on one day night and it's only your kicker and your defense by your side, keep fighting. Battles have been won against greater odds. I've seen it. When you're drowning in a mountain of corpses and your enemy has you surrounded, keep fighting. Because when you least expect it, that 13th round draft pick, that last minute waiver wire pickup can come riding in and save the day. You're in the great game now, my lords. And the great game is terrifying. It's dark and it's full of terrors. But it's also beautiful. Football is here. Let us draft.